The United Nations announced today that an aid convoy protected by UN troops will head into a rebel-held zone east of East Congo tomorrow to try to reach tens of thousands of civilians displaced by fighting. 250,000 people have been displaced in recent weeks and are roaming the bush looking for shelter, food, water, and care. With more on the story in the Congo is KPFA's Joe Lee.
The recent offensive by fighters loyal to ethnic Tutsi rebel general Laurent Nkunda, combined with killing and looting by renegade Congolese army troops, turned an already difficult humanitarian situation into one described as catastrophic by aid groups. An estimated 1 million people have been forced from their homes in northern Kivu by 2 years of violence that has persisted despite the end of the 1998-2003 war in the resource-rich former Belgian colony. European, U.S., and UN envoys have been traveling in the Great Lakes region over the past few days, trying to prevent the newly resurgent Tutsi rebellion in the eastern Congolese borderlands from escalating into a repeat of Congo's 1998-2003 war. According to aid organizations, an estimated 6 million people have died in the Congo in the past 10 years. In 1994, Hutu fighters fled to the Congo after helping massacre more than 500,000 Tutsis in Rwanda. They remain there untouched, heavily armed, and in control of lucrative mines in remote hills and forests. In recent days, the territory controlled by General Nkunda grew dramatically as his fighters advanced dozens of miles south to Goma, forcing the Congolese army and UN forces to retreat. Nkunda says that the Hutus are a threat to Tutsis in the Congo, and that his push into the mineral-rich east is a defensive measure. While some commentators highlight ethnic tension as a basic cause of the conflict, others see the conflict primarily as a war for resources perpetrated by Nkunda and the Rwandan government. Kambale Musavuli of the group Friends of the Congo.
In the past few days, if I'm not mistaken, on October 31st, the UN peacekeepers from Uruguay did confirm the presence of Rwandan military forces in the Congo, since the rebel leader did not have tanks. There are tanks attacking the UN, and he did not have artillery that they are seeing right now. There have been deployment of different diplomats. The Assistant Secretary of State, Fraser, she is in the Congo right now, speaking with the Congolese government and the Rwandan government. And what was very interesting was that while she was in the Congo, she did not necessarily accuse, she did ask the Rwandan government to stop what they are doing. And when she arrived in Kigali, she changed her language, stating that there are no evidence that Rwanda is attacking, when everything is very clear with the military power that the rebel leader has is coming from Rwanda. And with all that, also, he implicated the United States, seeing that Rwanda is a United States ally.
European officials have played down the possibility of sending more forces to the Congo. The 17,000-strong UN force presently deployed in the region is already the largest in the world. Kambale Musavuli maintains that sending additional troops will only fuel the violence, and that to end the conflict, pressure must be applied to Rwanda to withdraw from the Congo.
The solution, literally, for me, there can be a military solution. They can't send thousands of troops again, and the only thing that's going to happen is that Congolese will die more. But there is a political solution that's needed. And the political solution will be to put pressure on Rwanda by using people that have Kagame's ear, such as Bill Clinton, Rick Warren, Bill Gates, the United States government, and world leader Cindy McCain is another one too, that they all do business in Rwanda, and let him know whatever he's doing is crime against humanity. You have too many people dying.
Reporting for KPFA News, this is Joe Lee.